about 30 minutes ago that you're playing the best football you've ever played. I mean, do you feel that, and how do you kind of gauge the way you've been performing in terms of why you might say something like that?
I feel like I'm improving a little bit each week. I still have a lot of areas to improve as far as just my technique goes and just being fundamentally sound every play and just staying locked in. But I do feel like I'm playing better and better each week, for sure.
He's not afraid to criticize you guys, so what's it feel like when you hear that the head coach is talking you up like that as much as he has been?
It's great. You also know that he does get on you about just everything, so you can't always just take in the positives all the time because you always got to stay on top of your game. You never can get too high, you never can get too low.
Eli, how did last year help you?
Last year helped me a lot. It helped me with just mentally. That's something I really needed help with. Just guys like Roby helped me with the mental game and just film watching, get my body right. So last year helping, watching Roby, that really helped me a lot, for sure.
Urban is not a fan of redshirting as a rule. And I'm sure you probably came in thinking you were going to play last year, right?
Right.
What kind of mindset did it take to kind of get over that hurdle and say, okay, this is probably for the best?
Yeah, it was definitely something I had to talk with Coach Combs about, just like because it was the first time I never really played and had to sit and watch guys, so it was a humbling experience, and it's something like I really had to sit with Coach Combs about and had sit-ins with Coach Meyer about, and it was something I knew would take patience, and now I'm at this point, which is great. So.
Do you think if you had been forced in last year, you'd be having the success you're having now?
I don't think so. I think I needed to have time to sit and watch guys and really learn from them to be successful this year, for sure.
What stands out about Indiana on offense?
Really everything. They got a great running back, obviously. He's having a great year. He had just 300 yards rushing in the pass game. So they're a well-balanced offense. They can run, they can pass. They got a great receiver in Shane Wynn as well, who's we're gonna really need a game plan for too. So we're gonna have to be on our A game to beat Indiana, for sure.
I know that you've had a connection with Ohio State going back to your childhood, and that was a big thing in your recruiting process. But Ohio State's made a recent attempt to establish itself in Jersey. I mean, what do you remember about being pulled from that area, as a prospect from that area, and has Ohio State's coaching staff approached you or anything about how to, maybe attack that area?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, as far as recruiting with Ohio State, I feel like I recruited them more than they recruited me. I was going to camps here since I was in 7th grade, as you guys know, and this is a place that I really wanted to come to, and so I feel like I'm one of those first guys from New Jersey, the Malcolm Jenkins and then me. Ohio State really started recruiting, so now they're seeing that New Jersey has talent. So I feel like we're definitely starting to recruit New Jersey a lot harder.
You kind of like that, that area is kind of
yeah.
becoming an emphasis. Obviously, Larry Johnson's somebody who has done that area. I mean, how talented is that area, and how exciting is it maybe for you to be one of the first of what's becoming a trend?
Very talented area for sure. New Jersey, I feel like rivals anybody as far as football talent, especially down south. We're definitely getting a lot of guys recognition. For sure, and even up north too. We got guys like Darius Slade, Noah Brown, who's on the team from Jersey. So we're definitely getting recognition, which is a great thing for us. For sure.
Why isn't Rutgers better then?
Why isn't Rutgers better?
Yeah.
Shoot, I don't know. It could be a combination of many things. They definitely have the talent for sure.
I mean, do they recruit Jersey very well?
They try to. That's one thing. Rutgers, when they was trying to recruit me, they was like, if we can get every guy from Jersey to come here, we're gonna be a great team. And I believe that if Rutgers could get everybody, that they'll be a great team.
What's crazy is I think I read a stat that of the top 20 players in Jersey a month ago, that they have 0 commitments.
Yeah.
Why do you think that program has a hard time getting guys that the most elite prospects? Yes, I think that's the biggest problem with their program right now is that they're having a really hard time recruiting their own territory.
I don't know. I feel like young guys like me have a big dream and they want to go to like big, huge schools that can like have national attention and make it to championship games. That's one thing I feel like, and Rutgers probably isn't really there right now. So like kids like me want to go to top programs that can really produce like championship level type of football.
How well aware are you guys, or younger guys on this team, in terms of like the senior class here? They don't have a Big Ten championship ring.
Yeah.
And I don't think that's happened since like 1989 for a 4-year group to leave without a championship ring. How aware are younger guys on this team of that?
Oh yeah, that's something I'm definitely really aware of. Like, I really love this senior class. I have great relationships with them, and it's something that you just really want to get for them. Get that championship ring. That's something you work hard for leading up to the season and everything. So that's something I'm definitely trying to do personally to help with the team for sure, for the seniors.
What is it about this senior class? What stands out about them in your opinion, Eli?
Just everything. Personality-wise, they're a great bunch of guys. Durant, Grant, everybody, Curtis, Grant, Devin Smith, they all have great personalities, and they've all helped me mold as a player for sure. And they're all just really great guys, fun to be around.
Hey Eli, you said that Indiana has a strong passing game, but they're down to their third-string quarterback. How hard is it to get a read on him, considering that he hasn't played the whole season and he's only had one game where he's passed more than he's run?
Right. I mean, it is tough to get a read because there's not really too much film on him, so you can't really study like the little tendencies that he may have. So like we're just going off of just the whole offensive tendencies and trying to get a feel for that.
Are you guys having any fun with the fact that this is a guy who, I mean, he's a quality football player, obviously, and his offensive coordinator says he's got a little Johnny Manziel in him, but he's also a former male model. You didn't know that?
No.
Is it news to you? Okay. But is that something that you can have fun with?
Not really. I mean, I guess that's something you can use as far as trash talking, but I'm probably gonna stay away from that. I'm just focused on the football side of it and try to stop them football-wise.
Hey Eli, you said you watched Bradley Roby a lot last year.
Right.
What did you learn from him?
What did I learn from him? Just like his intensity that he brings into the game, just the way he mentally approaches it and physically approaches it as far as just playing every play like it's his last, and he just goes out there with like an extreme ruggedness. That's something I admire a lot, try to implement in my game.
Often do you guys talk?
I talk to him about every other week, just texting, and I've seen him a couple of times too, because he's come to a couple of the games. So I try to text him just, out of the blue, just ask him little questions.
Hey Eli, is it common for you guys to hear from fans via social media after games? Is that common?
Oh, that's very common. Fans always either tweet at me or tweet about me or tweet to my mom constantly after the game. So it's something I've definitely gotten used to.
Were you guys aware of what was being said to Jalen after the game, and what's your reaction to that?
Yeah, we was aware of that, and that's something that we just try to support Jalen about, and just, hug him up about. I mean, we all get tweets like that. I've gotten tweets like that too. Nobody's really come to my aid about it, but as a corner, when you do get beat, you definitely get that negative attention. So it's something I try to help Jalen out with, because I've known from experience.
The first time you got it, did it surprise you? I mean, that people would say some of the things?
No, definitely not. That's something coming into the season I knew was going to happen. So like that's something me and my parents talked about. Just like you just gotta stay in your
What's it
own
like
lane.
having your mom kind of just out there like that though? She's like she's one of the ones that's like, she's like one of the Buckeye moms that's
she's like one of the leaders,
right?
Yeah, it's interesting. It's something you just have fun with. You just try not to focus too much on, because she's gonna be her own person. So you just gotta do what you gotta do. So
You ever consider shutting down?
Go ahead. Last question.
You ever consider shutting down your like Twitter account like right when the season starts, just so you don't have to deal with the negative or even the positive?
Right, that is something I considered, but I mean it's fun to interact with the fans, in my opinion, and it's just something I just have fun with. I'm not really on it too much during the season. I'm just on it like after games or before games, just tweeting for the fans. So it's something you just have fun with, for real.
Great, thanks Eli.